Hi everybody. It's been a while. I know I always say that, but it really has been a while since I've posted a video from my collection. And today I thought, in honor of all of you subscribers and future subscribers to my channel, I noticed that maybe a couple of weeks ago I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. Yay! So I thought I would celebrate the occasion by featuring one of the favorite machines in my collection, 1912 Edison Opera, with its matching mahogany 6-drawer cabinet full of cylinders. And everything that you've heard about the Edison Opera phonograph is absolutely true. They're a lovely, lovely playing phonograph. In my mind, in my opinion, they're the finest playing phonograph, cylinder phonograph, that was ever created. It's all gear drive, as many of you already know. They're looking on. But one of the most wonderful features about the Edison Opera motor, or at least the top works, we'll say, is the floating mandrel. This mandrel, unlike the Ambarola 1A model, the Ambarola 1A has the traversing mandrel. In other words, the mandrel goes back and forth under the stationary reproducer. But unlike the 1A motor, which is belt driven, the Opera motor, or Opera Top Works, I'm going to exclude the motor. The motor is lovely. It's a two-spring motor, but the Opera Top Works have a floating mandrel. The whole thing is telescoping. It's a telescoping mandrel shaft, but the mandrel is floating. And why is that good? It's good because you'll see that I have a Lakeside cylinder mounted on here. Lakesides, Indestructibles, Everlastings, the 4-minute versions of those cylinders tend to be, they tend to shrink. So sometimes you'll get a 4-minute indestructible cylinder that on a mandrel, a cylinder mandrel that has no play in it, no floating feature, as the Opera does, it will skip. Whereas the Opera, because the mandrel is floating, in other words, it goes back and forth, it has the ability to float by going back and forth as the cylinder plays, it can compensate for any of those shrinkage issues with the 4-minute indestructible cylinders. Okay, so anyway, everything you've heard about the Edison Opera is absolutely true. They're just fantastic looking and fantastic playing machines in every way. The cylinder that I've selected here is one that I guarantee 95 or 99% of you have never heard before. I have hundreds of Lakeside cylinders and Everlasting cylinders in my collection, and when I came across this one, I said, what? This doesn't make any sense. The name of it is TRAMP Comes the Mailman, and it sounds like it's a goofy skit, doesn't it? Like a comedy skit. But this cylinder is a dedication to the early U.S. mailman. In other words, the man dressed in the gray uniform with a sack over his back. Back in those days, that's how they delivered the mail. The old leather sack over their shoulder, and door to door they would go in all kinds of weather. And this cylinder, Tramp Comes the Mailman, is dedicated to that U.S. mailman. all those years ago from 1910, 1912. Okay, so here we go. I hope that you enjoy it. Played on my 1912 Edison opera phonograph. And here we go. It's a lovely tune. Listen how quiet, how whisper quiet these opera motors are. Isn't that lovely? So here is, for your enjoyment, Tramp Comes the Mailman.
With his brown across his back is a man who brings the mail.